Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do the Patreon poll winner of the week, and it's none other than Temperance with their brand new song, brand new video, well, from the new album, but new video nevertheless. Start Another Round. If this band was not from Italy, and if they were from Finland, I would say this song is all about drinking.
Oh.
Get it? Start another round of drinks?
Yeah, well, you never know. Italy, they like espresso.
Wow, but I don't think... Listen.
They do shots of espresso.
I don't think anybody in Italy... I've never been to Italy.
You know what's funny?
I've never
There's
been
a lot
there.
of stereotypes about Italians. You know, bappa da bupi, spaghetti. My stereotype...
Spaghetti!
You know, my stereotype is that they all, they sit
sequence
around...
was incredible. Anyways.
They go to the local pub, and then instead of getting shots of, alcohol, they get shots of espresso, and it's like, one more shot.
Let's start another round. A free round of espresso for everybody.
Espresso for everybody.
Oh my god.
That's my stereotype.
I think you just started your own. I don't think that stereotype existed up until today. Now it does. Now it will. Now it will. Alright, so Temperance, start another round. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Alright, let's check this out. Let's check this video. let me start off. Can I start off this?
Yeah.
This endeavor? Let me start off this endeavor by saying that this was one of my favorite songs of the album. And when I did my album review, for those of you that haven't checked out my album review for this album, go check it out. And I mentioned on the album review that this is one of my favorite songs of the album. The album, I mean, I think by now, everybody who has 2 years, maybe not you, I don't think you've dove into this record, but you have 2 years, right?
I do.
Yeah, you do. All right, so, but almost everybody, besides you, that has 2 years should have heard this album by now. It's been out for like over a month now, like way over a month. I think it came out in January, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of foggy to me because I do so many album reviews. I kind of lose track of when the albums. Yeah. But I'm almost sure this came out in January, early January, I believe, actually. So it's 2 months, maybe even more than 2 months. So this album really blew me away. All right. And this track is magnificent. And I'll let you talk about the track because I want to get your opinion on the track. But I just want to say this. I had expectations going into this album because, you know, this is a band that signed with Napalm Records, releasing their first label the first album with the label. They were coming from a smaller Italian label. So there's some pressure for them to deliver now that they have a bigger platform, if you will.
Yeah.
So I had some expectations going in of what to expect in terms of, wow, these guys, I'm sure they're going to, pull all the stops, like just come out guns blazing. That's what I thought going in. And the album did not disappoint whatsoever. The album is absolutely magnificent. If you're a fan of like symphonic metal, power metal, the combination of those two genres coming together, this album is just like perfect for you. Because this song is pretty much a synopsis. I mean, there's a few slower songs like, ballads and whatever. But this song is pretty much a synopsis of what you're going to get from the whole record. Which is like great melody, great vocal performance.
It feels like
just absolutely magnificent track.
It feels like everyone's gathering together for this song. It feels like a party song.
Oh, this song definitely has a party atmosphere to it, a party vibe to it. Like you said, a coming together feel.
I could definitely get another round of espressos to the song.
Have you ever even had one espresso?
I have. When
we were in Portugal?
No.
Well,
we've been to many Italian parties.
That's true. That is true. We do go to many Italian parties. You're one of my best friends is Italian, right? Mr. Carmine.
Yeah.
Tiramisu. I call him Carmine. I can't pronounce his last name, so I call him Tiramisu. But anyways, so we get invited. We're like members of the family. We get invited to a lot of Italian parties, and there's always espresso to be had.
Yeah.
Amongst other things, like Peroni.
I feel like this is.
Cannot forget the Peroni.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of the songs that you can put on during one of those Italian parties. Everyone gets some espresso.
I think even if you're not a fan of metal, this is a song that can bring people together.
Yeah.
And right now we're living in a time that I don't want to say that people are not together, but perhaps with so much stuff going on in the world, and especially in Italy, these guys are Italian, with the whole coronavirus thing going on and affecting so many people across the world. Perhaps we need something in our lives to give us a little bit something to smile. And I think this song
brings a lot of smiles.
Yeah, I think this song will do that. It will bring a little bit of a smile to your face because there's not much to smile these days. There's a lot of doom and gloom around, so we need something to smile.
That's how I like my metal.
Doom and gloom?
Doom and gloom.
I know.
I like my metal. Like
I
like my world.
The only problem is when the metal starts to transcend itself into the real life
reality.
Reality.
That's where
shit goes sideways.
That's where I moved back to Sabaton power metal.
Yeah, then you need something like this to kind of like give you a little bit of a more bright outlook.
That's where I go from Catatonia to Nightwish.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So you enjoy this track?
Yeah.
Yeah, this album is great. I suggest you check it out more because these guys did a wonderful job with their first. I mean, for people who are not familiar with this band, this album being on Napalm Records will open the doors for the band. And I think if you're
it's like their first impression.
To a lot of people, this album will be their first impression, exactly. And I said it on my review. If you're going to have a first impression, this album is the one you want to have because it will bring a lot of fans to the band because it's really well put together. From not just from how it sounds, but from the mastering, mixing, it's really well done. It's a really well crafted record all around, and I love the dynamic between the vocalists because you can do so much when you have different vocalists.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do that the songs can go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like sky is almost the limit. There's no boundaries to where you can go vocally. So these guys are incredible. I think one of the first videos we did, they were wandering around the woods, like not the woods, the hills. Remember the water running?
I think so.
They've come a long way since those times.
They've gone up the hill, and now this is the fruit that they found at the top of the hill.
Oh, wow! You're all philosophical
This
today.
is the coffee beans they found at the top of the hill.
This is their Juan Valdez? All right. If it was Italian, it couldn't be Juan Valdez. It had to be like something else, like Antonio Perucci.
Like Tony Penzerotti.
All right. On this note, I think we already pissed off enough Italians for
Yeah.
one day. Let's move on and come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. Take care, guys.
See ya.